Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is James H. McCall, and I am your independent write-in candidate for your presidency in the year 2008. This message comes to you from Charlie's Coney Island Restaurant in Bedford, Michigan. The most important prerogative of a United States citizen is to vote, to openly choose those whom you wish to represent you and to conduct the affairs of your government. Did you ever wonder why, when a given state popularly votes 51% Democratic and 49% Republican, all of the electoral delegate votes are awarded to the Democratic candidate? This is true in all but 2 states. Did you ever inquire as to why your president is not elected by the aggregate national popular vote? When U.S. senators and representatives, governors, state congressmen are elected by their respective popular votes, why should your president be determined otherwise? Have you ever refrained from voting because you're a Democrat in a traditionally largely Republican state, thinking to yourself, why bother? My state will give our total electoral vote to the Republicans anyway. The Electoral College likely served our nation well in the late 1700s and early 1800s. There were no radios, telephones, TVs, or computers, and newspapers were few and far between. Besides, 99% of the citizens could neither read nor write. The prominent and educated men of the age felt that they should best determine the new republic's leadership. We should be thankful. Today's citizen voter is not uneducated nor ignorant, and certainly does not suffer from lack of communications. There's no longer any need for the president's choosing by other than direct popular vote. Would you be more inclined to vote if you knew your vote actually counted? Why are the names of the Democratic and Republican candidates automatically and prominently displayed for choice on your ballot, while the names of smaller party and independent candidates normally are not? Though not in the Constitution, there are control mechanisms firmly entrenched which tend to ensure that government remains in the control of wealthy, powerful, influential aristocrats. Surely you must see this. I was aware of the inequities in the election system and processes when I chose to become an independent candidate. I chose to run for president, among many other reasons, so that I might reform the practices which inhibit your ability to openly choose alternative candidates. I received no financial support from a party, a political action committee, corporations, and special interest groups because I have no allegiance to them. I have no personal fortune derived from whiskey, oil, railroads, real estate, peanuts, or ketchup. I have received minuscule editorial or news attention by the media, for I am not a sitting politician or otherwise nationally prominent personality. My total campaign expenditure, as reported to the Federal Election Commission through the last quarter of 2007, is a little bit over $17,000, about half of which came from my own Social Security checks. I could easily visit 5 to 8 cities in each of our 50 states for a paltry $2 million, and still have money left over to buy many ads. So I wonder what it might be like to have $50, $75, or $100 million. How do the other candidates manage to spend it all? For my name to appear on a given state's ballot, I need to secure signatures of support on petitions. Some states require 10,000 signatures, but others require 40,000 signatures. In some states, minimum numbers of signatures must come from each voting district. In some states, signatures are valid only from citizens who voted in the previous statewide election or primary. In all cases, if a person changes his residence or dies, his petition signature becomes invalid. Without a campaign staff of many thousands and a war chest of many millions, the petition signature method of being on the ballot is impossible for me. Therefore, I must campaign as a write-in candidate. This requires a voter to check, mark, or fill in a box or oval where the ballot specifies write-in candidate. Then my name must be hand-printed or keyboard typed next to the box or the oval. At least 4 states do not permit any sort of write-in candidate. So in South Carolina, for example, I may not run for the office of president. I have simply scratched the surface regarding campaign reform and the presidential election process. On behalf of all other non-major party candidates and myself, thank you. Please consider furthering my campaign with a donation, small though it may be, and I welcome your comments via my website email system. Thank you for your attention.